It's Dan Webster here, the head professional at St Anne's Links Golf Club, and today I'm going to do a very special comparison. Okay, so we've got the new TAYLORMADE GAPR 3 mid, and I'm going to put it up against the crossover, the G400 crossover from Ping. This is the 3 crossover, and you know, to be honest, both of these clubs claim to have created a new category. Ping, with the original G crossover, said yes, we're going to create a new category and we're going to call it the crossover category. TAYLORMADE 2 years later have gone, we're going to create a new category and we're going to call it the GAPR category. Depends what you want to call it. We're going to find out what the difference is between the two clubs, if there is any, and put them up head to head. Both have got stiff shafts in it. This is the KBS hybrid shaft and this is the Alta shaft used by Ping. Stock shafts in both. Stiff 3, 18 degrees loft for the GAPR, 19 degrees loft for the Ping. That might make a difference. Before I carry on, first of all, welcome to the channel. If you're new to subscribe, I've had some great additions lately. Thanks again for subscribing. Those of you that are watching this and haven't subscribed, hit the little like button and the subscribe button down below. So the G400 crossover, we know it's a hollow head. It's got the miraging face, similar technology to a fairway wood. That's what Ping claim. However, the playing characteristics of an iron. It's got tungsten weighting in the toe of the club. There is a forward CG designed for low spinning, but also it's quite a low centre of gravity and a slim profile to the bottom of the club as well. Better turf interaction. Coming back to the GAPR now, so straight away, biggest difference I'm seeing is the adjustability. This has got the loft sleeve that TAYLORMADE use on their fairway woods. It's filled with the speed foam, TAYLORMADE are calling it. So rather than hollow, this has got the speed foam, very similar to the P790. So as I see, the G400 crossover has maybe inspired the new G700 iron. This, I think, has been taken from the success of the P790 iron. So TAYLORMADE working slightly differently. This looks great. It's in a black. We know it's got the speed foam, and again, quite a thin profile at the bottom of the club for better turf interaction. Right, these clubs are, in my eye, designed at a mid-handicap golfer looking to either bridge the gap between his shortest wood and his longest iron, hence the gap filling club, or for the player who's looking to cross over from a wood to an iron and Ping's behalf. Anyway, enough of this. Let's take him to the test. So as per usual, I've got GC2 HMT, I've got TAYLORMADE TP5 balls, I'm going to use them for both clubs. First off, we're going to hit the G400 crossover from Ping. As I look down at this club, does sit quite nicely behind the ball, looks quite long and thick, that's all I'll say. Certainly looks forgiving. Not a bad hit. The shots that you'd be looking to use these clubs for, probably around 210, 220 for me. In distance, long par 3s, second shots into par 5s or long par 4s. Felt quite nice. That does feel quite hot off the face. We know it's that hollow face, does make quite a loud noise as you hit it. I'm expecting lots of forgiveness as well. That was a good hit as well. A little bit towards the bottom of the club, but again shows the forgiveness of these clubs. Let's switch over now to the TAYLORMADE GAPR, see how that performs. Okay, straight away, appealing. It looks a little bit shorter in that blade, just a little bit more forgiving at the back actually. That you can see from the top line here, the sight aid looks pretty good. Do like the black look. This is set at 18 degrees. That felt nice. Again, like the way this club sits behind the ball. I've already done a review on these clubs. If you want to check out this link above, all three compared together, the GAPR range. This club doesn't launch until early September, and it's certainly one to have a try with, that's for sure. Okay, final shot with the GAPR. Like that. I think that deserves a twirl. Save my best to last. First impressions, like the way they both sit. This doesn't look quite as forgiving as you set up to it. Looks a bit shorter blade. Both felt pretty good. I've had a little glimpse at some of the numbers there and they seem to be doing quite similar things. Ping brought out the crossover for its new category. The TAYLORMADE is saying no, our new category is the GAPR. Let's have a closer look at the numbers and see who owns this new category. Okay, so we're going to do a quick compare. On the screen here we've got in the turquoise colour, very GAPR coloured, the GAPR 3 mid, and also in the bronzy Ping colour we've got the crossover 3. Straight away, first thing to look at there is ball speed. 132 off the GAPR, 128 off the Ping. Launch angle 14 degrees with the GAPR. Well, we know it's 18 degrees versus the Ping being 19 degrees. The Ping launched almost a full degree higher. That could be just down to that, you know, fair enough, we won't measure anything on that. Spin, this is quite important because when you're playing these shots you don't want it to be too low spinning. With the 3 shots hit with the gapper, 3-3 spin, and with the crossover 2-9 spin. So if you're looking for a bit more control, it might be the gapper's the one for you. Again, this is going to come, I think, down to looks and personal preference. Let's look at the total distances. Carry distance with the ping, 200 yards, running out to 216. Carry distance with the gapper, 208, running out to 222. Now, I've got to say this is quite negligible. Yes, on this information today, the gapper has outperformed the ping for me. However, you've got to try them out for yourself. Today, the gapper just managed to sneak ahead. I think these are two of the same. They're both designed to do the same thing. Whether you call it a crossover, whether you call it a gapper, it's going to come more down to looks and appeal. Which you prefer the look of when you set up to the ball. When I look down at these two, yes, the gapper definitely looks a little bit shorter on the blade, a bit chunkier across the back. The ping looks, in my eyes, a little bit less attractive to me. However, we all have different preferences and different tastes. All I will say, the biggest difference, because there's a price difference here, the gapper's adjustable. You can fine tune it. The ping isn't adjustable. Maybe they'll bring out their next model that will be. But I cannot stress enough, make sure you spend some time getting custom fit. Come down and see us here at St Anselm Links, or head over to see the team down at London Golf Academy and just find out which club is right for you. Put them head to head for yourselves when the product launches in September. Going back to my pot choice today, for me the Gapr 3 wins. Once again, thanks for watching. Please make sure you share and comment below. Also, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you'll be kept in touch with any of our future videos coming out very soon. Thanks again, and I'll see you all soon.